All right, we should be live, everyone. Hey, hopefully you all are having a great day today, um, or a good night wherever you guys are. Thank you for tuning in today. Um, I have some, hopefully, good news for you guys. Some important news today for the Cashemon update. Um, I do want to say, Hydra, he may tune in a little bit later. Um, right now, he wasn't able to make it for the live stream at this very moment. Um, he had to take care of some family related things at this very moment. So he said that he might be able to tune in, hopefully, here in a bit. So we will see. Um, but yeah, so um, basically, today is going to be updates for the Cashemon. Um, and I kind of want to go in a little bit more details with you guys um, about Cashemons with some of the new updates. Um, they're not very, I wouldn't say they're really new updates. They're new to you guys. But again, I just kind of want to talk to you guys about what we talked about with the dev team yesterday and kind of go over a little bit more information with you guys about that. Um, So let me see here. We've got some comments. It's live from Jason. Hey man, how you doing? And then Hail Handsome Dev, Laughing Gourmet. Nice to see you guys here. Thank you for tuning in. Um, Again, if you guys have any questions, I will get to them at the end of me when I show you everything. So if you do have questions, please feel free to ask them. And like I said, I will get to them here when I can. Um, but yeah, so will go ahead and get started. Um, so one of the big first things I wanted to tell you guys is that before I get into showing you, is that we are hoping that Cashemon's the A game, not the main game, the A game will be out within a month. Now, the only reason why it will be, if it was to be pushed back a little bit further than a month, would be due to some of the details I'm about to show you. Again, it's not an issue, and it's not a major, uh, you know, big issue or anything like that. It's nothing like that. Um, Basically, we just want everything to come out proper and perfect before we release the A game, because the A game carries over to the main game, right? So the things I'm about to show you now and talk to you guys about, um, they play a big part in the main game as well as in the A game, because the A game again carries over. So we want to make sure that when we go to launch the A game, um, everything is good, right? So um, again, it may be postponed a little bit further than a month. We're hoping that it's still within the month time frame. Um, excuse me, but it all depends on some of this new information that I'm about to show you guys. Um, Afternoon, Irish King. Glad to see you here, Brian. So let me go ahead and show you guys what I'm talking about. Again, I think we fixed the camera for the most part. It's not going to flicker as much. I did use a new browser, which we thought that was the issue, but it seems like it's still having a little bit of hiccuping, but not as bad. So um, unfortunately, it's just their platform. There's nothing I can do. Um, all right. Anyways, enough talking. Let me go ahead and show you guys. Hopefully you guys can see this. If not, I will zoom in a little bit more. That should be big enough. All right. So this is the making of a Cashemon. What this means is there are 4 different variants of Cashemon. Basically, you got common, unique, rare, and legendary Cashemon. Okay. Obviously, common is going to be the most common one, the one that most of you guys will probably buy or get um, out of the eggs. Now, again, you do have a percentage of getting a unique, a rare, and a legendary as well, right? As they go up, if you were to resell, again, that's also going to play a big part on if you were to resell or trade your Cashmon, just like an NFT, just like any NFT out there. The more rare it is, the more valuable it is, right? But these are some of the traits and the breakdowns of what differentiates the Cashemon from a common, unique, and up, right? So this is actually a screenshot taken from the actual document from the main game. But again, this has to fall in line in the egg game, the pregame, before we release the main game, because again, they play together, right? They go hand to hand. So this is what I'm going to be talking to you guys about. And this is some of the things that the team needs to make sure that they really work on before we release the egg game. So basically, as you see here, common, there's going to be differences in the base color, mouth type, eye shape, ancestry, type, and special features. Now, excuse me, my nose is running again. So basically, this is just like a regular NFT. So if you get like the Bored Ape Yacht Club or whatever the hell it's called, you look at their NFT breakdown, and they have different traits, right? Like a top hat, one might have a top hat, the color might be different on one, and it'll tell you what all those certain aspects and traits are for that NFT, right? That's what increases the value of it because of how rare it is and such, and how much you can sell it for, and all of that stuff. So basically, this, because it is an NFT game and they are still NFTs, this is the base and breakdown of how that is, right? So,
Welcome.
yes. Hey, Hydra. Well,
I'm here.
good. Glad that you can make it. Just started. I just
Oh,
started
perfect.
talking about this, so um, I'm glad you made it. Um, so basically, like I was saying, guys, these are the pretty much, we'll think of them like kind of like attributes in a way of our NFTs, right? So the common, there's going to be they're going to be made of 6, we'll call them attributes. Then unique, if you go there, there's 9 total. Rare, there's 12. Legendary, there's 15. Now, everything that you see on this list is subject to change. Okay. We did talk to the team. There are things on this list that are going to potentially change. Okay. Again, um, this is a dated document. This is part from the main game. And this is something that we're working on with the team that they have to perfect before we release the A game. So some of these traits here and attributes are subject to change. So whatever you're seeing here, just take note of that. Okay. Um, Now, one thing we did talk to them about was that um, with the female and male, there are going to be ways to differentiate them too as well. We did talk to the team, and I do want to let you guys know, Hydra and myself, we took on the Cashemon game when Chris was still with us. CR, as you guys know, when he was still with us, this was his his project. He was mainly the main one in charge of Cashemons and developing it with the team. Oh, sorry, I bumped my mic. Well, when he no longer was able to work with the team anymore, and we went our separate ways, Hydra and myself had to take on the responsibility of taking over Cashmons. So I'm in the process of catching myself up with the document of Cashmons, as I was not as in depth into the document as Chris was. So I'm having to catch up with all of this of the making of the Cashemon and things like that. And I'll be honest with you guys, Hydra and myself, we kind of, since we've been so focused on the A game and Hydra's been focused on other things for coding, we forgot a little bit about all of this extra stuff that's going into the Cashemon development, right? And so when we brought it up, we had our meeting yesterday with the team and talking to them about this, we brought back up the old document, and I was looking through it and I'm like, man, I forgot that we have to make sure all of this stuff is added into the making of the Cashemon, because this is going to carry over to the main game. It's going to play a big part, right? And so, I'm going through the document, and it is dated, like I've mentioned several times. So a lot of this stuff is going to change and get up to date. Um, but I just wanted to show you something new that you guys haven't seen before, of all the things that are going into, basically what makes a common, a unique, rare, and a legendary Cashemon, right? Um, the males and females at first, from what I was told and Hydra was told, it was that the females and males were not going to look any different. Well, Hydra and myself, we both agreed that we can't really have that, because, again, if you were to resell them or breed them in the game, how are you supposed to tell which one's a male and female? Sure, you can label it with the female and male sign, but there should be a difference other than just that, right? So there are going to be different color variants that are only going to be specifically for males. And there's also going to be different color variants of Cashemon that are only going to be for females. And there's going to be other little things too, as well, that you'll be able to tell if it's a female and a male, and vice versa, right? So um, we definitely wanted to make sure that the team knew that. That is an update for the characters as well. Um, is there anything that you wanted to talk about or mention on this slide here, Hydra?
Uh, Not so far. You explained everything perfectly.
Okay, thank you. All right, so now the next slide. Now, the next slide is about the ancestries. Okay, again, this is something that Hydra brought up, and I completely forgot until, and I think, quite frankly, Hydra may have forgot a little bit too, because we've been so busy with other things, until our meeting just yesterday about this. So let me go ahead and see if I can um, pull up the other slide here for you guys. Okay, and I'll make this bigger. So this is the ancestries. Okay. Now, what this means is that there are going to be 60% of the eggs are going to be basic. So they're going to be, you're not going to see anything crazy cool or unique with the basic common Cashemon necessarily, right? So they're going to look like pretty much close to what we showed you guys with the drawings already and the art design, right? So majority of them they'll look a little bit different, because, again, I'll get into that segment here in a bit, but majority of it, they're going to look to what we showed you guys prior. Now, the cool thing is, though, that we need to definitely make sure the team creates here, is that, as you see here, we also have dark, zombie, mythical, and I call it angelic, but it's angel. They're the same thing. Angelic or angel is the same thing. Also, variants or ancestries of the Cashemon, right? So when you hatch a Cashemon, you have a chance of it also being, say, like a mythical Cashemon, which would also present in its look. It's going to look a little bit different. It may have a glow to him being a mythical. It may have some kind of mythical trait, whatever that may be. Zombie may look more zombified, may have an eye popped out or something like that, or maybe like a chunk out of his arm or something, right? So there's going to be things that you can tell that it's a zombie Cashemon. Dark, there's also going to be, things that's going to differentiate it from, basic and a zombie. It's going to have its own. And so is angelic or angel, right? Over here, NFT grades, we did, you can see here where we have the common, the unique, rare, and legendary. Again, remember, all of this is subject to change. Um, that doesn't mean it's going to, okay? But this is a dated document. So if we feel like things need to be up to date or updated or changed a little bit, it is subject to change, because it is still in development. But just know that these here are not going to change. I don't believe so. I think we're pretty much set on the basic dark, zombie, mythical, and angel types for the ancestries. But percentages, things like that, could potentially change. Here it says the probability of an egg being hatched in the dark, zombie, mythical, or an angel ancestry is 10%, and the 60% probability is of it being hatched into a basic ancestry. Okay, which again is kind of like a common. The probability of the egg being hatched into a common NFT is 50%. Unique NFT is 25%. Rare NFT is 15%. And legendary is 10%. Now, keep in mind, the egg game, this is based off of, these percentages and numbers are based off the main game. Okay? The main game is with all the eggs that you can mint, right? Just the maximum number out there that you can mint. This is what these numbers are based off of. Okay? Now, since we are only doing 30,000 for the A game before the main game comes out for the A game, these percentages are going to be lower. Okay? Remember that. These percentages for the probability of getting a legendary, a rare, a unique, and a common are going to be lower. Again, common is going to be the highest, unique is going to be a second highest, rare is going to be a third, and then, or the lowest, sorry. Common is the highest, and then it goes down, right? To legendary being the lowest percent of getting a legendary because they're more rare and such, right? So these numbers are going to be smaller because there are less eggs for the A game. Okay, so remember that. But these are things that we definitely thought that we would bring to you guys right now for an update because, like I said, this plays a big part for the A game itself, and it carries over to the main game. So, when we talked to the team, we thought that this is something that they definitely need to focus on. And also the other slide I showed you guys that needs to be focused on for the A game development, right? So, a couple things I want to mention that we talked to them. Now, if you get a Cashemon and say you level him up and you evolve him to a teen and to an adult, and say let's say you got some loot drops of body armor, a shield, or a weapon or whatever. Those are going to be interchangeable. You will be able to equip them to your Cashemon, which can also increase the value worth of your Cashemon if you were to sell it as an NFT. Now, accessories, because again, this is Cashemon, the rich version, right? So Cashemons are going to have accessories. Now, the accessories are not going to be interchangeable. Okay. What I mean by that is you're not going to be able to swap out accessories. Because Hydra and I talked, and we're kind of going back to the roots of what Cashemon is. It's the rich version. And we kind of deviated from that a little bit. And that I will take responsibility for because we've been so focused on the A game development. We kind of I forgot about that aspect of it. Now, when the Cashemon hatches, let's say it's a legendary. You hatch a legendary. Your Cashemon may come out with a gold chain. It may come out with a cool hat. It may come out with like a cool vest on or something like that. Accessories are going to be strictly just for cosmetics. It's going to have no big value or purpose for the battling. It's not going to have anything other than that. Now, it can also have value when you go to sell your NFT. So let's say you have a common, but he comes out with some cool sunglasses on, right? And you sell it, and someone's like, I really like the look of that cash one. It's a dragon with some sick shades on. I really like the look of that. That could also increase the value worth of your Cashemon, right? Because we all like certain things. We all like different kind of things. So, something that I think looks cool may not look cool to Hydra and vice versa. But again, if I go to buy that and a lot of people are bidding on it or betting on it or whatever, that could raise the price of that because more people want that because it has certain sunglasses on or a certain vest or a certain watch, something like that. Now your Cashemon again, when they hatch and they're legendary up to legendary, they're going to come out with different things. It's all going to be randomized, right? Now we did talk about that when the baby Cashemon hatches, and they are going to be able to do quests. The baby Cashemon is going to be able to do quests, but they are not going to be able to do quests until the main game comes out, and they're not going to be able to do quests and battle real life people until they're a teen and an adult. So In order to evolve your baby Cashmon into a teenager, you have to do quests, go out there, level them up, kind of like grind a little bit, get new weapons and stuff, and keep going up the chain until he evolves. And once he evolves into a teen, and then things more open up to you. Now, when the baby Cashmon hatches and is going to be randomized, a baby Cashmon, let's say it's a basic or a common, and they hatch, and let's say he comes out, it's the rabbit, and he has a spear, like a wooden spear in his hand. Well, he's going to have something, and he may have like grass armor or something, or like straw armor or something like that. It's not very defense, because he's just a baby, but it's going to get him by for you guys to be able to play the game, get different loot, equip it to your Cashmon, and then, so forth. If you played any kind of dungeon crawler, if you don't know what that means, look it up on Google. Diablo, Hydra knows what I'm talking about. As you go and you progress, you level up your character, you pick up different armor sets, you different loot, you get stronger and stronger, right? It's the same thing. Your baby Cashmon, as you play the game, you can get different loot drops, equip the armor, equip the weapon to your character. It's going to give you a little bit more strength. It's going to give you a little bit more attack, more defense, and it allows you to continuously play and battle more creatures or whatever it is in the quest line, right? So, we wanted to make sure that the baby Cashmon has some kind of weapons when they're born. It is randomized. Again, when you're legendary, it'll probably look cooler. It might be like, a double-sided spear or something like that. I don't know. But it is all going to be randomized. But yeah, that's another big update I wanted to tell you guys about. Is there anything else I'm forgetting, Hydra?
So far, not.
Okay. But I believe those are the biggest parts that we talked to the team about. And we wanted to make sure that we covered this part, because I don't think we've actually disclosed this part to you guys yet. This is a big aspect to the Cashmon. So every character that you've seen so far, if their ancestry is like a zombie or mythical, whatever, they are going to look different, right? They're going to have different color. They're, maybe the dragon's missing a horn because he's a zombie, or he may have like cooler spikes because he's dark or something. Things like that is what's going to play a big part of how your Cashmon looks, the value worth of your Cashmon, and all of those aspects, right? So let me see if there's a question here. Jason said, will you be able to upgrade a basic enough to take out a legendary? That is something that we did talk to about with the team. And I told them we want to make it fair. So let's say just because you have a legendary, guys, remember, just because you have a legendary Cashmon does not mean that your Cashmon is going to be the greatest Cashmon battling against people. Okay? Remember, you can have a Cashmon that could be a legendary, but has common weapons and armor equipped to him. You may have like a basic or common Cashmon, but legendary weapons, which could give you a certain buff and everything like that. And of course, yeah, when you battle that person, just because he has a legendary, you still very well could kick his butt. I mean, it's just like we're trying to bring a lot of like video game-ish aspects to this when you're battling things like that, right? So we want to make it fair. We don't want just legendaries battling legendaries. We want to give a chance to people that have commons, but they can battle rare Cashmon, legendary Cashmon and stuff. But again, it depends on what ancestry that your Cashmon comes from. It plays a big part of what you equipped your Cashmon with, like weapons and armor. It also plays a big part of what traits it has. Is it the dragon with fire, things like that? So you may have the upper hand when you battle a certain legendary Cashmon, right? Just like with Pokemon, there are Pokemon that are strong out there, and you may be a couple levels lower, but you're taking on a stronger a stronger Pokemon, but your attacks the choices that you choose to attack that Pokemon with could cause it could be super effective or cause a critical hit, which causes that Pokemon to go down more, right? So the same concept applies here. Free Gender showed up late, going to listen to it at 2 times speed. See you guys in about 10 minutes. All right, sounds good, man. Jason said, okay, good. I'm all about the game, not so much selling anything. No, that's cool. That's cool. Like I said, it's an NFT game. You guys can choose to collect them, sell them, battle. I do suggest play the game a little bit, because again, you get a legendary and you try to sell it, that's cool and fine and dandy. But if I get a legendary, or Hydra gets a legendary, or someone gets a legendary, and they play the game, they level them up, they equip them with some sick looking armor that's a legendary armor piece and a legendary weapon, and they go to sell that, they're probably going to get significantly more money if they were to sell their NFT versus you just selling your, you know, freshly hatched legendary Cashemon. So remember that. It is probably wise to play the game some. So, but I think that really covers a lot of the new updates. I knew I threw a lot of stuff at you guys right now. There was some other stuff I was thinking about showing you, but I wasn't too sure. Welcome back, Hydra.
Sorry.
No, you're good, man. I wasn't too sure if I wanted to show that to you, so I wanted to show you guys the main stuff that I thought was pretty important to ask you guys, or to show you guys. So yeah. What do we got here? We got another question. Jason, sorry, one more question. Will you be able to buy items kind of like Call of Duty, not from other players? If you're talking like, so we're not doing like that type of DLC where you can buy outfits or anything like that. No. Now you'll be able to buy items and such to heal your Cashemon, love, maybe give them more XP boost, like 2 times XP boost, things like that. We haven't gotten to the main game. Like I said, there is so much subject to change right now, because we're so focused on the A game itself, that a lot of this, we haven't even discussed with the team quite yet. But as it comes along, we will let you guys know, because some of these questions, I'm not able to answer some of your guys' questions right now because we haven't even crossed that bridge yet. So no weapons or armor. Again, that is not something we have talked to the team about. There might be stuff like that, but again, you got to remember, this is an NFT game. This isn't like Call of Duty. So what we're trying to do is make it replayable, and by you playing consistently to grind out and get loot drops and adding brings replayability. If we give you the ability to just buy items in the store, to me as a gamer, it's not very enticing and it's very boring. To me as a gamer, I'm not going to try to rant, but when you start bringing those type of aspects into a game, that's more child related stuff, skins and stuff like that. That doesn't make a game, right? It's cosmetic. It doesn't make a game. Replay value is what people want, right? You want to be able to enjoy the game. You want to play. You want to feel like when you battle someone and you get that awesome loot drop at the end of the battle, that's a reward. Going into a store and just buying stuff, that's not rewarding yourself. That there's no satisfaction there. Again, though, this could be subject to change. We may be able to, Hydra and I will discuss it. It might be something that we might throw in there. It may not necessarily be weapons and armor, but maybe it's accessories. I don't know. But we'll discuss it. Hydra and I will. We'll talk about it,
Yeah.
and we'll see what we think about. So I know a lot of people here aren't gamers. I'm a gamer. This is Hydra. This is our game that we're creating, and so I'm putting the mindset of a gamer into this. I'm not in the mindset of trying to just people make money and that's it. You got to think about it in both perspectives. You know, this is a game that we're developing. This is a game that we want people to really enjoy and actually continuously play. You know, so when you start bringing little aspects and certain things into the game, it could hurt the game in longevity. So you got to really think strategically about developing this. Do you have any comments on that, Hydra?
No, I just see Jason's question. So no weapons or armor. Yeah, there will be weapons and armor which you can change. If you loot another one, a better one, you can change your armor or your weapon.
Yeah, he was talking about buying in like a store.
Ah, okay. So no.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. You know, like he said before, right here with the Call of Duty type of style, like being able to
Oh,
buy weapons and armor in the store. Um, yeah, I don't like like I said, I don't want to get back into it, but I really don't think that's a good idea just because, you know, if you're playing this game and you battle someone, let's say say you battle me. I have a legendary. I'm grinding, playing a lot, and you guys battle me, and we place a bet, and you win. You're not only getting the Ada cash bet, but let's say at the end of that battle, you got this chance, like a random drop of a legendary cool sword or something. Wouldn't that be more satisfying of beating someone and getting that potential chance of getting a sick piece of weapon, you know, at the end of a battle because it dropped instead of going to the store and just going, yeah, I'm scrolling down through the store. Oh, this sword looks cool. Let me buy it with Ada Cash. I don't know. That's just the gamer in me speaking. I like the grinding aspect. It's satisfying. But that's just me. So, and I know Hydra, he plays Diablo, so I'm pretty sure he
yeah.
knows what I'm talking about.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. Gamers will know. Non-gamers won't understand it. You're old juiced. Today we buy our way through. How old do you think I am, man? I'm not that old. Damn. I still play games. Hell, I'll 1v1 you in some Halo if you want. I mean, just saying, I'm throwing it out there. um, what we got here? Play to win games have no longevity, or pay to win. Pay to win games, yes, yeah. Pay to win is it's I don't like it. I don't. I truly, really do not. I think it's really causing a lot of games that could be really good games to turn out to be completely broken and trash. Um, I mean, a lot of mobile games are like that, pay to win, and you get a lot. You read the comments and you get a lot of flack for it. You know, we don't want that. Again, our game is play to earn. You know, and Hydra and I both agree we do not want the whole play to
Yeah.
pay to win type of aspect in this. Laughing Gourmet asks, probably too early to ask this, but once the main game comes out, how many Cashemons would we be able to take them to battle? So it's one per battle, right? And the reason why we give you 10 is because this is an NFT game at heart, right? NFT games are different than actual video games. Okay. You can only do so much with NFT games. Um, it's not like a video game. So we thought about, again, we took ideas from Pokemon. How many Pokemon can you have in your inventory, right? 6. So we're like, okay, with a wallet should be 10. So that gives you enough time if you battle someone and let's say your Cashmon is really injured. You pay for some potions. You give them to your we'll call them potions. We don't know what they're going to be called yet, but you give them to your Cashmon to heal. Say it takes 5-10 hours to heal your Cashmon. Well, now you have 9 other Cashmon that you can continuously play. You can do quests, you can battle players, things like that, right? So by the time that your Cashmon heals up, let's say 5 hours, you'll still have your other Cashmon still good for battle. Um, I think if there were an item shop like COD, it should be cosmetic. Yeah, but again, remember, guys, this is an NFT game. This isn't like Call of Duty. So again, you know, NFTs are supposed to be, there's supposed to be a, a certain number out there that are generated. And, if you start bringing aspects into like this cosmetics, one, if you go to resell it, you're not going to get crap for your NFT. And the reason why I say that is because let's say we open up a cosmetic store like Call of Duty. You have a legendary, I have a legendary, Hydra has a legendary. Say they're all dragons. Okay? And we go into the store and we're looking, and we find this shirt. It's a Hawaiian shirt. It's like a legendary Hawaiian shirt. And we're like, "Oh, cool, we like that." So we buy it. Then we go to resell our Cashemon on the store to make some money. Well, now there's already 3 NFTs with the same t-shirt. Do you think the value of that Cashemon is going to go up because it's rare now? No, everyone has the same shirt on it. You see what I'm saying? So the rarity, the value for you as the investor of owning these Cashemon is going to drop significantly because everyone's going to have the same type of, look to them, right? And you could get away with that in like Call of Duty. I don't even know why we're comparing this to Call of Duty. Call of Duty's trash. I said what I said. So we're going to compare it to Call of Duty, and that's a video game. This is an NFT game, right? So we can't bring those type of cosmetics into this because it's gonna lower the value of the rarity and the uniqueness of every NFT, right? So my NFT, when it gets hatched, say it's a legendary, and Hydra's NFT, if it gets hatched and it's a legendary, they can look different, right? And that's the cool thing about it. He could have the same legendary sword as I did, but his traits and everything are different compared to mine. So his actually may be worth more because of the build that his Cashemon is versus mine. So I don't play Call of Duty. Well, that's fine. That's fair enough. I appreciate it. Will we be able to view Cashemons in VR? What is this, VR chat? No, um, probably not. I would say probably not. Um, yeah, it's not that sophisticated, guys. Um, but let me look here. TM, hey XRP, cash them on after dark. Oh man, could you imagine that, Hydra?
Oh, yes.
Is there anything you want to throw in here? You want to say anything, Hydra? I
Not
didn't want
really. My brain is dead today.
all that coding.
Yeah, and my daughter,
Yeah, yeah.
she's still ill.
Well, I hope she feels better here soon, man.
Yeah, I hope too.
It's never good seeing the little ones being sick.
That's true.
But yeah, guys. So hopefully, let me pull this one back up for you. Um, hopefully, some of this stuff. Again, I know this is new to all of you. Um, so hopefully, this is a good enough big update for you guys to see the complexity more to these Cashemon and how they're going to be developed and how they're going to come out. So I would say not every single person is going to have the same exact type of Cashemon. You may have a dragon, and you might see some dragons that are dark type, but they're going to also have different colors to them, different mouth types, eye shape, special features, things like that. So it brings really not it does. It brings I'm not talking about the Cashemon unique, but it does bring the uniqueness to everybody's own individual Cashemon that you buy and you purchase, right? So that's what's also going to be nice about this because, with the NFTs, you have all these unique traits to your Cashemon and your NFT. And if you, like I said, let's say you played a game for a while, you're leveled up, you're an adult and everything, and you go, you know what, I'm going to focus on another Cashemon now. So I'm going to sell this one and make some money back. That's the cool thing because you'll have all these different kind of traits and stuff to them. And when you go to sell them, it may actually, spike some interest from some other people out there. They look at your Cashemon and the certain, say it's mythical and it has a legendary sword of this to it and all of this kind of stuff, and say it was a rare Cashemon. Someone may make a good offer for it worth some money for you. That's the beauty of NFTs as well. So what do we have here? Agent Bab says, hope she feels better soon. Thanks for the updates. Hoping that your daughter feels better soon, Hydra. And then I think his internet cut out. And then Jason said, zombie turtle for the win. Yeah. Imagine, so you guys seen all the adult well, no, sorry. You didn't see all the adult versions. You only seen the adult version sketch of the turtle and the adult version of the rabbit. Imagine now, like when they're adults, being a zombie or being dark or mythical or angelic. They're going to look pretty cool, I'd say. So again, we're hoping that the A game will be done within a month here. But like I said, if all of these extra add-ons and stuff like that cause it to be a little bit further, I'm okay with that. I don't expect it to be 2 months. That's way too long. Quite frankly, I'd be kind of upset about that. But I think within a month or so, the game should definitely be out, and you guys should be able to see this kind of stuff. So, Jason said, going to be a sick game. That's the goal, man. That's the goal here. You see a lot of NFT games and stuff coming out and everything, and I don't think a lot of them are gamers at heart. I think they're just developing something just to make money. I mean, again, we're all here to make money, right? But I want to, if I'm putting my heart and soul into this, like Hydra is, I want to enjoy it, right? I want to play it myself. So I want it to come out as perfect as possible, so I enjoy it too. So we're in Hydra being a gamer himself, it really helps having the same mindset when trying to implement this type of stuff into this game. I'm still kind of taken away being called old playing these games. Man, I've been grinding on Elden Ring quite a bit lately.
I still wasn't able to buy it.
Well, when you have time and when you got some extra spare time, I suggest getting it. It is fun.
Yeah. If I'm done coding and working, there is out Elden Rings 3 or 4.
Yeah, the only time I
working.
play it is like in the evening time.
Yeah.
Elden Ring, my jam. Also back into Monster Hunter Rise. Yeah, when the kids are actually sleeping. Yeah, I used to play some Monster Hunter. I haven't tried the new Monster Hunter Rise or anything, but Elden Ring, yeah, I've been grinding out on that quite a bit. So enjoying it. A lot of cussing and a lot of swearing at the screen, but I'm enjoying it a lot. And then been grinding Lost Ark. Never played it. I've seen it, but I've never actually picked up and played it. So But yeah, guys, that's that. I mean, that's really it for the major big updates for you guys today. I mean, I threw a lot out. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Um, but there's some stuff we just don't have documentation on, like the females and males or anything, or how they're going to look yet. But just know that there are going to be different colors for only males and different colors for only females, and some other little traits and stuff that are going to be in there, so you can tell which one. Um, and then eventually, later down the road, after the A game, the main game, we'll show you guys more and more, information as the game develops. But we want to make sure that we're not showing you too much dated stuff, right? Because it is YouTube. This is the public. You guys see one thing, and some of you instantly get fixed on it for whatever reason, and then something changes and you lose your marbles. So we don't want that happening here if we can avoid it. So we don't want to show you too much outdated stuff yet. Yvonne, for projects in game is standing mountains above the average Joe. We are the future. Facts. I like it. Exactly. And then we got Mary. Hi, everybody. I'm super late, but I'm here to embarrass Zach. Wonderful. Never too late. Need more info from Jason said needs more info from Hydro. Now you're Hydro on this crypto date. All right, Hydro. I love it.
Oh man, you're about to take my PP.
Oh man.
Oh, now I'm a transgender. Oh,
You've changed, Hydro. You went from Hydra to Hydra. He meant, yeah, I know what you meant, Jay. I know what you meant.
yeah. So yeah, it's actually I did just yesterday a bigger update, but I can't tell at the current moment more about Crypto Date. But as soon as I can, I will tell you more. I think next week, mid next week, I will make a new update with more stuff about the multi-chain uh, portfolio tracker and stuff. I have some other stuff, but so far, everything I was able to show, I did show yesterday.
It's come along really nice. And again, guys, remember, we can't disclose a lot of stuff because this is something that is very near and dear to Hydra. And he, it's I don't have words to explain to him or to you guys of how impressed I am of Hydra, and I'm so happy that I've met Hydra. But his coding and his passion and dedication to what he's developing for you guys and for the whole crypto community, not just us here with AdaCash, SoulCash, and CashVerse, but the whole crypto world. Um, it's phenomenal. The guy's absolute genius, and I can't tell him how proud I am of him. But we just we can't give out a lot of details because there are people out there that are I don't want to cuss too much on live stream here. Um, there are not so nice people out there that like to try to steal ideas. So we can't provide any information until till he's ready to provide. So but you guys are going to be impressed. I am it's I'm speechless. Like that's how impressed I am. It's wild. Um so
You're so sweet. Thank you.
I truly mean it, man. It's impressive. Impressive work, bro. Your dedication really shows.
Yeah, yeah. I'm in love with this project even more every day, and since yesterday I saw the first charts and stuff, I was impressed myself because it's just and you just see the screenshots. I mean, like, there are animations and stuff. They're so smooth. The whole website looks like ah. like Battlefield in HTML.
Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait to see the final product. Um, it's really going to change the game of cryptocurrency. There's literally, and I've been in crypto for over 7 years, as you guys know, and Hydra's been a lot longer than I have. And I've never seen anything what he's coding right now ever in development with crypto. So it's truly amazing. It's remarkable. What we got here? Agent Babs. I'm just wondering when I can drink Zach's workout sweat from a can. The shit you guys come up with, man. um, we'll start selling it. We'll start selling it by the ounces, 16-ounce cans. I'll make sure Mary will collect that when we're at the gym. And we'll add some flavoring to it for you guys. I can't. Anyway, Jason, so much going on. I love this team, the project. Thank you for the hard work. No, thank you guys. Again, if it wasn't for you guys being here supporting us, and showing us the love that you guys do, we wouldn't be here. Plain and simple. I mean, no project can survive without a community behind it. And that's for anything. That's any business. That's literally any project out there. That's even if you're a celebrity. If you do not have followers and fans of you, are you really a celebrity at that point? No, you're not. You're a nobody, right? But it's the fans behind it. It's the people that follow you and support you is what makes you where you are, right? And without you guys, again, CASHVerse wouldn't be here. We wouldn't be able to do what we're doing right now. Hydra, he wouldn't be able to be doing what he's doing right now for you guys if we didn't have all this love and support. So we do truly appreciate it.
Yeah, definitely. I love the whole community. It's so great.
Laughing Gourmet, isn't there any way to patent the idea? So once we get our LLC, Hydra and I have talked, and we are going to patent it. Yes, but again, we got to wait for our LLC to get finished. Once we get that, and then we're going to branch off of our LLC, and we're going to tie it into that too as well. So it will be patented. So if anybody tries to steal anything, yes, there will be legal action taken and things like that. But once I'm waiting on our LLC to get back to me from our attorney, and then we'll continue with the next step on adding that and everything. So yeah, there will be a patent with it. Free gender finally they caught up to the live stream. Also loose lips sink ships. Yes, exactly. I wanted to say something, but I'm keeping it PG-13. But yes, you're right. This isn't YouTube. This isn't YouTube after dark, so we got to keep it PG. But yeah, if you guys have any other questions, definitely feel free to ask us. Could be about CASHVerse, could be about Cashemon. If you want me to explain something a little bit more, please let me know. But I think today was a pretty big update.
Yeah.
A lot of information for you guys here in these two slides here that I'm showing.
You can imagine the whole document where these slides are in are way bigger. We could speak like 10 hours from now with all the documents we have from the team.
Yeah, no, we really could. But like I said, we can't disclose too much because again, this is stuff that could change because it is dated. But how many people do we have here viewing us right now? I don't see a number on.
13 people.
Oh, okay. So around the same amount that we usually get, so that's okay. I like that. If you guys are new, please subscribe to the channel. we are trying to get that 1,000. We did gain 3 or 4 new subscribers. Well, we would have gained more than that, but a couple unsubscribed. I don't know who they are. How dare you? No, I'm kidding. So if you can't subscribe, we are trying to get that 1,000, because I think once we get the 1,000, YouTube has a way of helping us expand more. That's what we're trying to do. So please subscribe if you haven't. Like the video if you like it, and leave a comment. I have been reading them. I like the feedback, and I've actually taken some ideas that people have thrown in the comments and actually have either answered them if they were questions or anything like that in the following streams and stuff. So but yeah, I don't have anything else to talk to you guys about. This is the biggest updates that I wanted to show you. I was actually really excited to show you guys this. Let me know for the ancestries here, for the common traits. Out of these 5, well, I mean, no one's really going to choose basic. If you choose basic, I don't know. That's kind of odd, I guess. But out of these 4, I guess, or 5, we'll just include them all. Basic, dark, zombie, mythical, and angel or angelic is what I call it. Let me know what you guys would, what you're excited for. Hopefully, you'll hatch one of these ancestries. Again, it is random, but what are you guys looking forward to? Personally, I think any of them would be cool.
I would have a zombie and a mystical. Perhaps a dark one too. A black dragon would not be false. Would not be wrong.
Yeah. What if the dragon had like red eyes and it was like a
Oh
dark,
yeah.
very like a black to dark purple, and I don't know, had like some like really cool horns and like really cool looking wings or something. I don't know. I think it'd be really cool, like evil looking, right? I think that'd be kind of cool. But,
Yeah. Safe.
I should call them Hydro. Perfect. I love it. Perfect. But yeah, guys, I think that really that pretty much covers it. If you don't have any other questions, then I will go ahead and I will probably end the stream here shortly. But if you guys have any other questions, definitely will go ahead and what did I just read? Hold on. Can we hatch Bella?
The only one hatching Bella is me.
That's the only one for him. Only for Hydra. Depends on the mon for me, but I love the idea. Yeah. I think it would, it would definitely depend on the mon. I think the turtle would look really cool as a zombie or dark. The dragon, I think, would just look cool in any category. The falcon, I think the falcon dark would look cool if they made him like
True, yeah.
pretty cool. Or even mythical. The rabbit zombie, I could see that. And then what's our other? The lizard. The lizard as a mythical or dark or angelic. I'm not sure how angelic is going to look, but we'll have to see. I'm waiting for the zombie leprechaun. Oh, don't you start this again. You start this again. Oh, the leprechauns.
Let's make a special NFT which you can get on St. Paddy's Day, which is a glass of Guinness, and if you give the glass of Guinness to your Cashemon, it changes to a zombie leprechaun, and at the end of St. Paddy's Day, it changes back.
It's like a special elixir. It drinks and morphs
Yeah,
into it for like 10 hours or something.
that would be funny.
See, there you go, Irish King. There we go. We're incorporating your zombie leprechaun. I can't. And then dragon angel with a glow. Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
So now you're talking, Hydra. That's what the Irish King said.
The Irish King.
So, all right, guys. Well, want to say thank you again for tuning in. I very much appreciate it. Again, if you haven't subscribed, please do so. We are trying to get that 1,000. And please share the video. Just share it on your Twitter if you can. Share it wherever you want, Facebook or whatever like that. Get more people out there looking at this stuff. So very much appreciate it. And yeah, his name is Hydro now. It's not Hydra, according to Jason. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Very much appreciate. This was a good stream. I'm glad Hydra was able to make it. You want to say anything, Hydra, to them?
Yeah, bye.
The man of many words. Well, there you heard it, guys. Hydra said bye, and we will catch you next time again. Remember to keep the positive vibes going, and I hope you guys all have a good day. Thank you.